Hello. Normal time stream? What's this? Yeah, so we're back in the world of strange horticulture with the sequel, Strange Antiquities. As I said, praise the Dendru. I don't think the Dendru is going to be in this game. I enjoyed that from the last game. Welcome into Rainer and anyone else in chat. Okay, let me tell you about this game before we start. If it loads. Where are we? Okay. So this one came out on the 30th of April, 2026. So last week. It is developed by Bad Viking Games, published by Iceberg Interactive, and it is an Ideate Xbox game. Thank you to Ideate Xbox for the code for streaming purposes. This one's been out for a while on PC. It's on GOG, Epic, Steam. It's also out on PlayStation and Switch, and now on Xbox. On Xbox, you're looking at $17.99, or £14.99, but it is 15% off for the next 9.5 days. So launch fortnight, I think. So yeah. There are 22 achievements. They are all obtainable by the looks of it. Yeah. So, a note from the shopkeeper. Dear applicant, pleased to offer you the role of apprentice thaumaturge at Strange Antiquities. You show promise, a sharp mind and a strong stomach. Exactly what this work demands. I need you to run the shop while I attend to other pressing matters. You will need a keen eye for detail as you provide the townsfolk of Undermere with occult objects for their arcane needs. Undermere might seem unassuming at first, a serene little town on the edge of a grand lake. But it also sits at the edge of our world and the world beyond, and it falls on us to preserve reality's frayed edge. Permit me now to outline your duties. You'll need to be up to speed from day one. Hang on, let me just turn my TV down a little bit. Hi Circlead, and did someone else come in? Sorry, it scrolled. Nope, that was just me. Hi Circlead. What was I reading? Okay. Same premise as Strange Horticulture. Customers, study and identify, help or hinder, explore and discover, solve and uncover, and tending the familiar. Because we've got Jupiter. Oh, not on this on the loading screen with the cat. He's called Jupiter. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff in there, which is really weird. And then Eli White, thaumaturge and proprietor, Strange Antiquities, Undermere, purveyors of the arcane since 1683. Note from the developers. We are two brothers from the UK, have been making games together for over a decade. In 2022, we released our occult puzzle game, Strange Horticulture, and the response has been incredible. From amazing reviews and award nominations to appearing in numerous Best of the Year lists. More importantly, it's been a joy to read the kind words left by so many of our players on Steam, where we are still rated overwhelmingly positive after close to 12,000 reviews. Strange Antiquities is not a sequel, not a direct one at least. You'll see some familiar faces and maybe some plants will pop up, but it's a brand new story. We have a fondness for strange horticulture and the dark but welcoming world we've created. No, you'll feel right at home. We want to thank everyone who's played Strange Horticulture, left us a review, told their friends, or supported the game in any way. It's been an amazing journey and we can't wait to share the next chapter with you. Many thanks, Rob and John. I think there was probably a stretch in there, but it's not making the noise, so I will do this. I'm stretching the top half because this top half is fine. The bottom bit of me, I managed to everything hurts. Apparently, gardening, if you can call it that, my bay tree had a lot of dead leaves on, so I was cutting them all off so the new stuff can actually grow. And I must have done it at the strangest angle because my legs, like, everything just aches like I've done like intense gym sessions. Auto labeling off. Zoom. Press and hold RT to zoom. Or press RT to zoom, toggle. Okay, we'll just press it for now. That's fine. Simplified text. Ooh. No, I'm okay with that one. Spider visible. Nope, sorry, no spiders. Music down just a fraction. Controls, that's fine. This is the one that has a magnifying glass and possibly a flowchart. I can't remember, but I got very excited over it. Hey, Leaky! Language. English. I don't speak the others enough to play games. If there's only 2 people, then it's a really short. There we are, Rob and John Duncan. Just scroll through that real quick. And we'll start, because I've been looking forward to this. I was very excited when I saw there was a sequel. I was very sad when it was Steam only. I was very excited when I saw it was coming to Xbox, and then it was suddenly on Xbox. I think that last bit was like a few days knowledge. So, as a thaumaturge's apprentice, there is a lot to learn. Every object must be treated with care, and it's important to identify the harmful from the harmless, the potent from the mild. It was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement when Eli left the shop, strange antiquities in my hand. None of us knew that by then the pendulum was already swinging with a terrible certainty that could not be stopped. The ravens were an omen, a circling unkindness of black wings and cheerless cries that seemed even then to signal the start of a rising dread. Ooh. Loving the storytelling. It set the scene in like 4 sentences. And it's like, ooh, chills. Day 1, Thursday. Kit, catty, kitty even. Cat, kitty, Jupiter. Okay. Firstly, pet the kitty. This is a different kitty from last time because it has different colour eyes. Okay. Inspector's Y. I can zoom in and pet. What is it? I thought at first it was bone, but it is in fact clay painted to look like bone. Colour and composition. A sense of touch. Okay. Cool and smooth. Hard and somewhat rough. A dark blue-green gemstone. I have nothing to remark. Fills me with a sense of foreboding. Okay. Nothing to remark. Hard and cool. Red paint or perhaps blood? Oh! Okay, I did something to time. Archive, okay. Alright, I'm just going to hit the bell because it wants us to hit the bell. Eli White. I have been called away to assist an urgent matter in Ravenglass and must leave at once. I am leaving the shop in your care with some reluctance, I might add. Make use of my reference materials. Here, take this. Oh, get it? Yeah! Okay, there's an index in the back that might be useful to you. If in doubt, study it carefully. And remember, there are some powerful artifacts in here. Under no circumstances should you seek entry to any locked doors, drawers, or cupboards. In fact, safest not to touch anything at all. I should be back in a few days. I mean, I already pulled on the clock, and I'm certainly going to be trying to open any unlocked anythings. Come on, this is me. Alright, use D-pad to navigate your shop. Okay, can I not just click on things? Strange artifact. A guide to occult objects. T.S. Gill. Ah, RB. Okay. And we've got contents. Various things. Index. Okay. We've got a lot of things to go through. I don't know if I'm going to read them all or just sort of read them to myself and pass them. But yes, hello, it's Tuesday. I know we streamed yesterday. We're getting a surfeit of Joe. But this is normal stream time. We won't be streaming tomorrow. We'll be back on Thursday. And then normal weekend streams, hopefully. Okay. Receptacle. Memento Mori. Oh. Synesthesia. Winding seed. Representing the Mentic and the Wizzic. Wow. Ethereal key. Gemstone of light. Wow. Okay, we can't even see that one. The Eye of Sononos. Guise of Lillian. Hearing charm. Heart chamber. Horned shackle. Hunter's boon. Lamb siphon. Libula. Get a new picture. Wolford Spire. Ossic ring. Restful manor. Sextrum. I'm guessing we get some sort of thing that unlocks so we can see these, or it possibly fills them in. Hi, Dan. Me petting the cat. And reading a little bit of stuff, but not much. How you doing? I mean, in general, you know, probably lots, but today, not much. We're playing Strange Antiquities. Sequel, but set in the same world as, not technically a sequel. Shadow Hold. Shimmer. Silent Breath. Voice of Synonos. Z. And then an index. Okay. Right. Spiritual sequel. Yeah. that book in there. Okay. The Thaumaturge, Eli White. Thaumaturge, collector and creator of powerful objects. Objects that, due to the untrained eye, may appear dull and lifeless, but in the right hands and armoured with the right knowledge, can be a gateway to so much more. For Eli, the quest to unearth and understand each new object has become the driving force of his adult life. As owner of strange antiquities, Eli's a stern master. He knows firsthand what can happen if the right precautions are not taken. Doesn't tend to show much emotion, but he does have a more tender side, a side that's usually reserved for the store's cat Jupiter. Okay. Most importantly, Devourer of Souls, Jupiter. Eli. So Jupiter is the Thaumaturge's cat. More importantly, Eli is Jupiter. God, I can't say. Jupiter's Thaumaturge. Jupiter found strange antiquities, perhaps drawn to the curiosities within, and made it his home. Eli was more than happy to accommodate him, but he learned early on that Jupiter was his own master. His business is his own, but largely consists of regular naps, terrorising rodents, and midnight explosions of Undermere and beyond. What he does in his excursions is a mystery, but he seems to be well known above the town, among the town's residents. Fair? That is just a plant. This is a mat. A black gemstone made of iron. Cool. Every sound has become louder and clearer. Hearing charm then. Oh, we should probably mark that. Probably press the bell. Congratulations, today is the day you meet the great Thomas Pope. It's me. I'm a man of two loves, fresh mountain air, and a little white dog called Hamish. But I reserve some room for laughter among friends and shops with cats in them. If you would be so kind, I'm looking for a replacement for my hunter's boon. Okay. I am fairly certain it's this. Clay. Textured. I'm going to take a guess at this. No, this wasn't the lighter. Oh dear, oh dear. I got penalised. Oh no. I made an assumption. Sensation of power. Smooth burr with hard ridges. Really brown. Really white. Wood, rough pitted. Okay. It's not going to be that. It said it's made of tokeny things. I don't like how this makes me feel. Stone. Dark wood yew, maybe. Maybe this? Bone, yellowed. Right. Serpent's Whisper? No, that doesn't sound good. It's not that. We already labelled that hearing. Coloured wood. Polished. Loving emotion. This is the Ankh thingy. Well, that's looking at me. I don't like that. Okay, and that's just a cupboard with a label. It's not that though, is it? Hmm. Okay. Oops. No, I'm confused. Have the predator. Plain beasts. No. Oh my god, we're getting massively penalised here. This is not good. I'm not doing very well. No, I don't want to use that. Oh no, actually I think this is right. It's gotta be it. Oh, thank God for that. Identified. This is a tiger's tooth. That took 3 goes. Selenic totem. Carved totems, more commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with a sentimental feeling, such as love or joy, then held tightly to recall the same feeling. We did have a feeling for that one. Sometimes feature crescent shapes associated with both the Selenic and Noctic disciplines. Indeed, the form of the item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or the night. You can add labels. Okay, business as usual. Handle your first customer. Poorly, I might add. Jack Hungerford. The nights are drawing in again. Dark shadows hide dark deeds, or so my father used to say. Seems like the shadows have grown darker since he passed 2 winters gone. Sorry for your loss. A creeping dark has set up in my house. Told a shadow hold will draw it out. Okay. Shadow hold. Uh-huh. Container, jar, bottle or box. Shadow catcher. Heart feels lighter. Ah. Could be that. And there's a jar. Oh my god. Container. Sun bonds. Small and lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly and made of precious metals. Using a gemstone of light. Nice. Auto labeling setting. If adding labels by hand isn't your thing. It's fine. Yeah. We didn't actually get any more people. Ooh! Oh my gosh! Oh dear. There's like a whole extra bit that I didn't see. I maybe forgot to do the thing where it's like, yeah, so you can move with the D-pad. I just sort of ignored that. And the scales, which is what the weights are for, I guess. Oh, and I guess this is supposed to be like my board thing. Oh my god, there's like a whole bunch of extra stuff. Ophthalmic fields. All ophthalmic objects produce a field of sorts. Although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over a ophthalmic lens. They emit field pattern. These fields are not fully understood despite attempts to study them over the years. You can use RT to bring up a magnifying glass. Okay. I have been. It's a wooden tile. Reminder, I've stored a couple of items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. Oh, ding. And we've got a map. 29 is us. Okay. Orange gemstone. Hands are muffled. I'm sticking back in drawers until I know what they are. Darkness to it. Holds untold fears inside. Nothing to remark. Somewhat painful. Bronze. Okay. Right. Okay, now we've actually seen what there is to do. What is this up here? Could ring the bell to call a customer. There are notes that would lead anywhere. Oh, that's just the options. I don't think I meant to do a hint. I don't know if it penalises me for doing a hint, but there we go. David! Oh, what's with all the Revens flying about under today? Can't remember seeing anything like it. Oh, a good day to be the sort who believes in dark omens. A letter for you. Ooh, okay. We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard last night. Mr. Jones almost threw them in the fire pit, but I had to take a look at them first. That man does like to burn things. They look odd. Maybe there's nothing of much use here, but I thought of you when I came across an entry on the shin. Charlie Weathers. Boatyard, okay, so... Stanley Hume. I want an Ossic ring. Ossic, there's a pleasing word to hold on the tongue. Ossic. I did, actually. Some macabre objects. Oh, the snake thing. Yeah. We already found that one. Just labelled it incorrectly before. Identified. Bone. Hissing noise. Evocani. Stones weigh the same as a man's heart according to popular myth. The truth is a lot less dramatic, but the weight of these items is never less important and should not stray more than a hair from precisely 1 pound. They're placed in the chest of those in a coma to draw them out. Oh, we do have scales, so that's good. Ah, Edmund Bishop. Behaviour of these ravens is disturbing, to say the least. At a rule, they only come together to feed. Ravens are omnivores, carrion eaters mostly, but they'll take anything they can get their talons into. I'll kill if necessary. I didn't plan on dropping in today, but there's something happening out there, and I'd like to know what. Voice of Sionos might help put me at ease, or it might do the opposite. Okay. Bronze talk. As I said, talk. Alright, just one. Spirit Eye. I assume we stay away from the Spirit Eye, believing them to be a window into a world that should not be seen. And others who deride their fear as nothing more than superstition. It's not clear exactly what they do. Show another layer beneath the visible word, perhaps? A layer that requires something more than the traditional senses to experience. They draw their power from the opposing symbols inscribed upon them. Why are we not labelling these? Oh, that's annoying. I might turn on auto label. But then it's not gonna backtick it, is it? Ah. Forgot what that one was called. Shadow hole. Okay. Okay, we're not going to close because I'm going to see if I can explore. The ornithologist, Edmund Bishop. Yeah, how's everyone doing today? Anyone had their eye on this? Anyone already played it? Anyone doing anything? The proprietor, Mrs. Cranmore, begrudgingly grants me access to the cellar when I explain that I'm from strange antiquities next door. Yes, we'll take the lot of them out here, wouldn't you? I can't say no to Eli, after all he's done for me, but I don't like the thought of those naturals in my cellar. Items discovered. Okay. You're just going to put them there, are you? Okay. Boatyard. 8. The yard has seen better days. A mess of broken and rotten timber covers most of the outdoor spaces and taken up by upturned boats, slowly being claimed by the weeds. In the middle of all this, a man looks up from repairing a small rowing boat. It must be from strange antiquities, he says with a smile. Takes me into the dilapidated office where 2 metal buckets collect drips of brown water and a thin window pane rattles with every footstep. He pulls a sheaf of browned papers out of a desk drawer and places them gently in my hands. I got sleep vessel, something else. Apparently as an afterthought and somewhat reluctantly, the man gives me something else, and then I've no use for it, he says. Don't even know what it's for. I got a strange artifacts. Excellent. It's maybe you like cozy shop games. Yeah. Well, pro tip. When it says use the D-pad to navigate the shop, you use the D-pad to navigate the shop. Okay, how do I archive that off? Do I just stick it in here? I don't think we've been given any other information, have we? Music and rhythm! Cool. And what chaos? 81. What did I get? Hack and slash. Glory of my life. Let's just end the day. The black mare thundered through icy rain, shining wet in the silver moonlight. The cloaked rider was exhausted, cold, and soaked to the bone. He knew he would not survive the night if he did not reach back Barrow. Okay, no. Like handcuffs. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. Blues. Australian football. I mean, fair. Yeah, it feels about right. The old jail, 10. Okay. Ran northwest, never eat shredded wheat, so... There. Loop, explorer. The dilapidated warehouse is dark and imposing. The struggling flame of my lantern does little to pierce its depths. I slowly search through its contents with a sense of despair, wondering if I'm even in the right place at all, and suddenly and unexpectedly I uncover something of value. Relaxed, relieved than elated, I take the trinket back to the shop for further study and a warm drink. We got... Oh, that looks really freaking creepy. Stick it up there and hope it doesn't interact with anything. Alright, pet cat. Shortcut to explore. Ah, archive. Cool. It puts them up there. That's useful, and then I don't have to use my inventory going away would be nice. Hey Jesse, you've got autism. Nice. And 42. I like it. I like it. Okay. So I still think I've got more to explore with the idea of, like, hidden things, but I'm only on day 1. Oh, Verona Green. Well, that's just perfect. Undermere fizzling with fear and those ravens, and the thaumaturge has left his apprentice in charge. Sorry, my dear, that was rude. Pay no attention to me. I'm an old lady who got out the wrong side of bed. And the ravens have got under my skin is all. Please do let Eli know that I was looking for him next time you see him, and pass on my thanks for letting me borrow his copy of Hermetic Symbology. Okay. Book. Hermetic Symbology, Quentin Holmes. Whoops. Okay. Oh! I probably didn't. It depends when you did the dude. Oh! It was because Havor went in immediately with the stretch and the hydrate. And I missed it because the chat scrolled. I do apologise, Jesse. Do apologise. Okay. Ow. Oh, dear. Okay, gardening is painful. And it wasn't even gardening. Ow. There are 3 branches of thaumatology. Each of these is split into 2 disciplines, represented by the following symbols: celestial, selmic, Dradic, diurnal, dionic, noctic, individual, mentic, and wistic. Okay. Imbuements: calm, confusion, death, life, paralysis, poison, deception, fear, foresight, protection, strength, truth, fortune, hypnosis, insanity, weakness, and wisdom. Elements. The elements. Materials: ashes, oil, snap. No, soap, not snap. That's okay. You can be offended. Interesting. Mundane elements. Planetary metals. Oh, good. I get to translate symbols. Seasons, weather. Wow. Wicca. Okay. That might be useful. The occult scholar. Verona Green. Yes. I mean, I recognise some of these people from before, so yeah. You haven't Rage Quit Silksong yet? That's impressive, Dan. I have not played it. I probably don't plan to. I am very, 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 very bad at those types of games. I much prefer watching people play it, I have to admit. The near miss of the Selenic Flame and the Woken Dendru. That is a reference to the last game. Praise the Dendru. Okay. I feel paralyzed. I have no job, no partner, no friends, no prospects. I heard a horned shackle might be the answer. Okay. I'll be honest, that sounds rather disturbing. Did we pick up a thingy? If we start guessing, not good. Horned shackle. An example of an elaborate one. Well, we have. It says worn as a pendant. Cheap metal, pewter, bone. Okay, engraved detailing. Okay, and it has a symbol for. deception. I don't like how this makes me feel. Ah, okay. Bronze. Smooth. Strong feeling of being watched. Doesn't help me either. I feel at some point we're going to get a thing for that. Or should we already have the thing for that and it's in our drawer? Slightly concerned it has the symbol for deception. Or maybe not. Maybe it's not deception. No, it's protection. Doi. This is it. Deception and protection. Strangely familiar. No. Damn it. Okay. It can be more commonly totems. Okay. I mean, I'm still... No. Stop guessing, Joe. Stop guessing. Nope, it's not that. That's fossilized creature. Being watched. Being watched good? We tried that. Yeah, it's the being watched, and I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be. Change life, bestowing ability to overcome personal demons. So yeah, it's a slow-paced game today, but I needed the break. Oh, it's gold. I've already failed so many times. It's like a real thing that could be it, but I'm very bad at this. We'll try this one last thing that it could be. Nope. Run out of oomph. One more fail and I'm done. Yeah. Oh, worn smooth. Oh god, this has got to be it. Otherwise, I am dead. Yeah. Alright. The item has horns, and the horns are smooth. Messenger can be used to prevent the spread of disease and pestilence. Oddities, flames burn pale blue. Cool. Alright, we can't mess up anymore. Well, at least the weather's looking a bit better out there today. Good day. You might be interested to hear that my plough overturned a strange-looking object yesterday. Come to the farm and it's yours for the right price, of course. Okay. Oh, strange horticulture's on it. It is there. Royston Farm, 30. John grins as I struggle to hide my obvious interest in the item. He shows me any hope that he might not be fully aware of his value quickly evaporates, and after length of negotiation, I reluctantly hand over the amount he asked for. Got a little critter thing. Okay. Ah, you're doing warboats. Interesting. Jupiter, we meet again. Our paths crossed late last night on Prince's Street. We shared a moment before he slunk off into the dark on important business, no doubt. I wonder if you can help me. I'm visiting my grandmother lately, and I wanted to bring her something. She lives all alone on the edge of town, out on Glambrook Road. I don't always manage to get out there as often as I'd like. I thought maybe a moon heart would bring her some comfort. I feel like I've had comforts. I think the index is telling me that moon heart. Selenic totem. Carved. Ah, okay. Sentimental feeling. Crescent shape. Selenic and Noctic disciplines. Okay, moon. It's gotta be this. If not, I'm penalised. Identified. Curved totem. Owl associated with the night. Crescent shape. And parts of feeling of joy. Holgungrim. These eerie creations are worn by priests of Holgar in various rituals relating to death and the afterlife. The sacrament ask for his protection. Wolfsong's truth to seek his judgment. Path of the warrior to help the dead find their way. Sorry. A friend of mine, or former friend I should say, has been stealing jewellery from me. 3 necklaces have gone missing over the past few weeks, including one that was a gift from my late grandmother. Do you have a suitable pendant that I can live laying out for her that will teach her a lesson and make sure it never happens again? I want a cursed pendant, then. Binding Seed or Leah? Choice here. There are no wrong answers, but my decision will no doubt affect the events in motion outside my shop. Okay, what is Binding Seed first, and what is Leah? Well, the Binding Seed is like the things. So, do we have Leah? Oh, we don't. Unless it's in the back. Binding Seed is a form of punishment. Okay. Or Zia? Maybe that's Z. Could have looked in the wrong place. Ah! Right. Just read it. What about the nectar placing close to the heart? These innocent-looking items install a sense of fear and paranoia. Oh. Any single material except wood or clay, no symbol. Or binding seed, which is... I literally forgot. Feeling of guilt and shame. I think I'd rather guilt and shame. We have something that looks like a labyrinth. Sense of guilt and shame. Energy, no. I don't like how this makes me feel. Made of 2, so that prohibits the made of 1 thing with whatchamacallit. Ooh, excuse me, sorry. Not the game, just me. My heart feels lighter. I think that's it. The only one that's giving me Ujima flips, so. Yes, identified. Binding seed. 2 materials, wood and stone. It features a spiral containing a seed. Excellent. Shield charm. Generic sense of protection. They found a man just now in that house where all them ravens were. Wish I hadn't seen it, but I did. He was sheet white, but it was his eyes that was going to give me nightmares. All black they were. It's like he wasn't there anymore. I don't need to wait an hour in front of the sign. I'll be taking my family to Sedberg, and I'll be taking Lebulia to see us safely through. I feel like we should be making note of streets and stuff. Reassurance. Wisdom. Isn't that this? Didn't we say that was wisdom? No, protection. Wisdom is the thing that looks like a crown. Not that one. Loop. The only true wisdom is to know the extent of your own ignorance, if that helps. I mean, it's poetic. Witch's finger. Witch's severed digits. Let's not have severed digits. That's gross. Okay, so we went to the farm, so that's done. So it said the cat was on Prince Street. There's a lot of stuff on Prince Street. Maybe the library? And then the place where all them ravens was. They found someone. I don't remember where the ravens were. Though I don't necessarily need to guess. The ornithologist would have said. Nope, I didn't say. Hey? End the day. Do apologize. I am just tired. Deep pain radiated down the side of the rider's head, where he had sliced himself with a diverging hook, and his thoughts were scattered and torn. He could not see out of his left eye. This looks like a key. Ah, no, it is a building thing. It's clearly indicating a building shape that looks like a key. On Princess Street. Okay, there is a narrow gap between the two houses, and I spy a small wooden chest wedged firmly inside. Slowly I manage to work it loose. When it finally comes through, it shoots out onto the hard ground and snaps open, revealing its long hidden treasures. good afternoon. No, morning. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I'm Francesca Robertson, a doctor of sorts. I assume you heard about Mr. Hungerford. Seems to be the talk of the town already. He's dealing with maladies of an occult nature, but black eyes are certainly unusual. Yeah, it's another level. I've heard of something like this before, but I don't see how it could be the same thing. Either way, I'm hopeful an evocant will have some effect. These stone items weigh the same as a man's heart. Okay. Stone, precisely 1 pound. Well, it's stone and it weighs a pound. There we go. Identified. It's made of stone. It is exactly 1 pound. Deedless link. Powerful object created. Ooh, levitation. Yorkshire. Sorry. Probably won't go too late. I'm enjoying the game, but I'm also tired. Quite chat with Edmund Bishop in the Guilty Ram last night. He's always got an interesting story to tell, but last night he was different. Tell he's worried, which has got me worried too. Excuse me, I know it's not much, but I like a shield charm. All the same. Protection. Shield charm. Oh, we do. I just, for some reason, managed to miss that. Generic items of protection. An Oshadic or a one... Okay. Oshadic spirit will not abide them. Art of symbology. Variety of materials. Rarely precious methods. Okay. Protection. Protection! Wait, it's this one. Baloop. Apprentice. Identify 10 items. St. John's Anvil. There's something I wanted to show you. Didn't like the look of it, so I left where I found it. What if it's cursed? It's hanging behind an old shed all overgrown with ivy. Draw a quick map for you. There. Oh dear, sorry. Okay, so... Church. Wait, hang on. $28. Sure, it's actually a wooden summer house that looks out over the pond, but it's clear that it hasn't been used in some time. Thick brambles claw their way up and over one side of the structure, and ivy covers the rest in a mottled green cloak. I find what I'm looking for to the rear. Parts of the ivy have been torn away recently, revealing an amulet hanging from a rusted nail. This catches my eye as I reach for it, and notice there's another pendant hanging next to it, almost completely hidden by the ivy. Cool. sure if we want to be hanging the two that are in our drawer or just leaving that for now. Eli's picked a bad time to leave Undermere. Come from the Hungerford house, where I've been helping Dr. Robinson and looking for any clues about what happened there. Oh, Hungerford house, that's where we need to go. There wasn't much to go on. I did find a shattered Ashadic festive vessel, but whatever did this was no creeping dark. There's a strange black stain on the flagstone that I didn't like the look of. And then ravens, very unusual, but at least they seem to have dispersed. I don't know what to make of it. I'm going to take a trip to Gleeson Castle to see if Edmund Bishop can shed any light on their behaviour. That's the bird guy. First, I would like a vestige, whatever this is. We don't want it spreading. Flames burn pale blue. Oh, we have flames. If they're not burning pale blue, it isn't that. I really don't know what a vestiger could be. Very scientific test. Pick everything up and wave it near a flame. Hope it doesn't explode. There we go. Scientific test. Moonstone Guardian for the banishment of Hobbs' fear and not to excite. Comforting Guardian. Okay, so Hungerford Hall. Was it? It said Hungerford, right? But I don't know. I thought she said that. 2 days earlier, the rider and his fellow adventurer were deep underground, exploring the tunnels below the Kirkland Tower. When they made a discovery, their elation at their find would soon turn to horror. Oh, another key. An actual key. After a disagreement between two houses, it was buried between lock and key. Well, I've just seen lock house, so... Lock and key. Buried between there. A large flat slab of granite marks the otherwise empty field. It bears an inscription. On this spot in 1813, Arthur Keated shoot and killed the beloved horse of Wellington Lock. Buried at the feet of the slab, I found an unlocked chest containing a handful of legal documents as well as a pistol. Another item that captured my attention. Got a creepy hanging thing. Move it over here. Well, the shop is still standing, that's something. Say what you will about Undermire, but this town is never quiet for long. I leave for a few days and suddenly everyone's talking about ravens and curses. I'm going to need to find Verona to get up to speed on what's going on. It didn't come away from Ravenglass empty-handed. Rely on quiet Susan to unearth an interesting trinket or two. Sorry. I'm tired. Oh, it was Mr. Hungerford. Okay, didn't actually say where Mr. Hungerford lives. I could put stuff down here. I'm not a good person. Pushing away the only people I care about. Help me do better, please. I have to change, but I don't know how. What do you have that can help me banish my inner demons and make the changes stick this time? Oh, she's wearing the pendant. We make her feel guilty. Think about change. Right, Horn Shackle. Hi Vincent, how you doing? I don't know what path we're following, but we're trying not to be mean. Folk, the Evercat didn't snap Mr. Hungerford out of it. Okay, we'll have to wind it up at the end of this day, I think. Oh, I'm fine, just tired. Strange, at times he appears almost awake, but he's deep in some kind of trance, and I can't get anything out of him. He seems to be searching for something. I begin to suspect this is beyond my skill set, but I'm not willing to give up so easily. It's a bad idea, but I need a sleep vessel to get me through this week. Sleep vessel. Okay, 6 points, 6 thaumatic thingy-majiggies. Probably not a good thing. Okay, 6 points. Could be that. that literally has 6 points. I don't think that's quite what it means. Oh, you're tired. Doesn't feel right though. That has 6 points. I wonder if these are supposed to be hanging up. I felt better about points than that one. Darkness inside. Yeah, definitely feels bad thing. Resonant compass. Oh, okay. Ooh. Years ago, I owned a silent breath, but it was already old when I inherited it, and its power died soon after. It's about time I replaced it. Small token taken from a living white stag. That doesn't sound like a good thing. What is it? A white hair. Okay. Got on a limb. I've looked at most of the items. Living? Yeah, white hair. I mean, to be fair, hair definitely something you can pluck and not having to kill. Elverstone. I've always wanted to try a Daedalus link. I have a personal interest in the celestial branch, so I'm not completely new to things. I'm ignorant of the risks. I have a good reason for it. I need to take care of some roof repairs, and this would seem the safest way to approach it. You want a Daedalus link to repair your roof. Okay. Is that like Daedalus as in the flying dude that like died? No, that was Icarus. No, maybe it was also Daedalus. Was it the dad? Anyway, levitation. Feathers, okay. Those are leaves, though. Something to do with muffling sounds. Oh wait, feathers. It's not certainly not light. Don't think it's creepy cupboard thing. Yeah, the only thing I can think of that it's like anything like flight is that. Oh, we could weigh it like. Ah, it weighs nothing. Purifier. Bishop. Ravens are back, I see. Looks like it's going to be worse this time. Speaking to Verona, I have come to extend an open invitation to visit Gleaston Castle. My family's lived there for generations, and I know where there are artifacts that would be as used to you as gathering dust in hidden corners. That's because you stay out of the South Tower and the master bedroom. The bedroom, yes, but you're telling me there's a tower I can't go in? Anything you find by me, of course. Ow. Walk past the main staircase and turn left. Follow that corridor down to the end and go to the door to the left. There's a small plinth in the corner of that room as an item on that you're welcome to. I never did like it anyway. Walk past the main staircase. Okay, walk past the main staircase and turn left. Follow that corridor down to the end. Go through the room on your right, the conservatory? Oh no, go through the one on the left. Plinth is not hard to spot in the corner of the room next to a small writing desk. A glass jar houses the object mentioned. It's also one of the planet symbols in Edmund's notes. You gather the item and turn to leave. Your eye is drawn to a green book on the desk. The author's name is of particular interest. I pick it up and find Edmund on my way out, who encourages me to take it with me. I'm paying for it, but he won't entertain my idea. Ooh, we've got gemstones and something pretty looking. I don't think it needs to be in a whatever case, but maybe I should put the books down here. That's probably a better place for them. Gemstones and their thermic properties. Eli White. Amethyst, amber, aquamarine, bloodstone, iolite. Iolite. That's mentioned a lot in Persona 4. Telling you can't go somewhere, all you want to do is explore the Forbidden Light. Yeah, exactly. I should put it in a case. Why? Just in case. Fair. Iolite, jade, cyanite, malachite, moonstone, obsidian, onyx, topaz, Vivianite, and we'll probably get more pages. And the symbol was a bit like mercury. No, it was bismuth. That was the element, bismuth. Ah, yes, they're all whatchamacallits. Really want to go in the South Tower. No, I actually wanted to put those down here. Okay, we're gonna end there. The end of a long passageway after days spent clearing away dangerous rockfalls, the duo came along a chamber in it. They found a small stone tomb too small to contain human remains. That looks like a room. Day 5. It should just save. Strange Antiquities. Rather than yawning through it, I am going to go to bed. And it's out now if you want to play. Thanks to Idead Xbox for the code for this one. It's currently on sale for another 9.5 days, so you know, take your chance and get it now if that interests you. If you enjoyed strange horticulture, it's a reasonable price, even not on sale. So yeah. Right, continue day 5 by day. Yes, that is correct. And we picked up 3 achievements. So yeah. Right. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you didn't collect your daily, make sure to grab it. And yeah, you've been meaning to get this one for a while, so you might finally nab it. Excellent. That is always my preference, that when people are like, ooh, I would like to buy this game, but they buy it because I streamed it. But yeah, I'm tired. I am going to sleep. And I will see you all on Thursday stream. I've been Jo, otherwise known as Angelus King.